Suzie said she saw someone hiding in the trees again. David didn't believe her. He never did. But when she said the voice called her name and promised to take her into the fifth dimension, that's when the night stopped being real. David! David! Help! Suzie ran through the house from peering out the living room window. Someone is hiding in the trees. She pounded her fists on the door. David opened his bedroom door to see Suzie frantically wringing her hands, her face in a panicked grimace. Suzie's appearance didn't surprise him. David expected this behavior. When she was in one of her spiritual awakening fifth dimension episodes, she thought she heard and saw spirits in every corner of the house and in every tree outside. She looked as though she had not washed her long blonde hair in days and had lived in the same clothes for at least as long. She looked haggard and drawn. The constant anxiety seemed to be in sharp contrast to the peace she wanted. David, I'm scared. There is someone outside, Suzie screamed. Go find out what he wants with me. Really? Do you think there is a man out there? David questioned, eyebrow raised. Yes, I heard him calling me, waving at me. Suzie screamed as she grabbed David's arm to pull him out of his doorway. Oh, all right, I will go check. It is dark out there. I'll get my flashlight. David went to the utility room in his bathrobe to get the flashlight, coat, and shoes. Suzie followed him, wringing her hands anxiously. Hurry, be careful, he might hurt you. David rolled his eyes, opening the outside door. I'll go check this out. Suzie ran back to the living room window to watch David's progress. She stood frozen in place as she watched the flashlight beam cross the yard to the trees. The light shone on the tree line. As David examined each tree from base to branches, he aimed the beam halfway up the tall pine and cedar trees. He didn't find the phantom intruder. Suzie watched as the light beam disappeared around the corner of the house. She put her face against the window, trying to peer around the corner. David didn't return to the front yard right away. Suzie ran to the outside door. David! David, where are you? Are you okay? Oh my God, David! David! Answer me! Where are you? David! She screeched into the darkness. Suzie! Quiet down. There is no one there, answered David angrily as he came to the front yard. You will be waking the neighbors. After all, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. I was so afraid he got you. I know there was a man there, Suzie retorted indignantly. I know what I saw. Everything is fine. I am going back to bed. Just stay in the house, David said in a condescending voice. Just go to bed. Suzie asked, much calmer now. Have you hooked up your cameras? I would feel better if you hooked them up and recorded that man. That way I can find out who he is. A motorcyclist passed by the house on the street. Suzie's eyes got big as she reached for David's arm. I know who that is. That is Mad Bob. He is the leader of the freaks. He is a really bad guy. He has been known to beat up on anybody he doesn't like. Then they disappear, never to be heard from again. After a moment of thought, she squealed, maybe he is the man hiding in the trees. Oh God. Don't worry, he isn't coming here tonight, David said with a smirk, then added, unless you made him mad. No, I didn't, Suzie retorted. David stepped toward the door to the utility room. As he put his coat, flashlight, and shoes away, he turned to face her. Good night, Suzie, but go take a shower first. You look awful. He left for his bedroom, firmly closing the door after him. Suzie stood for a long time looking in the direction David left. She turned and went back into the living room to stand before the window again. She stood there for a long while, not moving, waiting for the man to reappear. Finally he did. Suzie let out a muffled whimper. The man called out to her in her mind. She could hear him clearly, as if he were in the living room next to her. I know your name, Suzie. I have been waiting a long time for you. You have been awakened to me. I have come to take you with me into the fifth dimension. You are my spirit bride. It is your destiny to come with me. No, go away. I don't want you or to see you. Suzie sobbed out the words, trembling and clenching her fists at her heart. The man continued, "Don't send that other man out here again or I will hurt him. Suzie, listen to me. I am telling you the truth. Come with me now and ascend to the 5th dimension. This is what you have wanted for a long time. Come with me. I know you are afraid, but I will force you to do what you really desire, to ascend." Suzie bolted out of the living room to get David again. She stopped abruptly. She repeated the words out loud. "Don't send that other man out here again or I will hurt him." She stood in the middle of the room, blankly looking around. Holding up a finger, she exclaimed, "I got it," and ran into her bedroom. There she retrieved her phone. "I will get proof of you. I will photograph you. I will prove that I am not crazy." She walked resolutely to the living room window. The man had moved, but still hid in the tree line. Suzie carefully, slowly put her phone up and pushed the camera button. "There, now I got you. I have proof there is a man out there," Suzie stated with glee. "Got you." However, when she pulled up the photos, she gasped. In the middle of each photo was a brilliant white orb. Suzie looked at the window. No orb. She tried to photograph the man again. The orb shone in each photo, not in the window. She heard the man laugh. "Suzie, you are dealing with the 5th dimension, not the 3rd dimension. You are vibrating at a higher level. The old rules don't apply to you anymore. It is time to ascend." Suzie put her hand to her mouth, backed up to the sofa, and sat down. She started sobbing and shaking in disbelief. No, this can't be happening. Can this be real? What about my mom and dad? After a few long moments, she calmed down. The man's voice again speaking. "I have come to bring my beautiful spirit bride home. You will come with me now. Either you will submit to me and go through the orb, or I will kill the next man who walks down this road. His death will be your fault. This is your decision. I will not wait very long." Suzie felt the air around her start to vibrate, a very low hum. As she sat, the frequency changed pitch, becoming higher. At the same time, the volume increased. As the frequency pitch ranged higher and higher and the volume increased, Suzie put her hands over her ears. The pain intensified until she collapsed. She toppled from her seated position to her side, her head hitting the seat cushion. She closed her eyes and went unconscious. David sleepily wandered into the living room the next morning. Suzie was still lying on the sofa, eyes closed and softly snoring. "Suzie, wake up! What are you doing? Wake up! This is ridiculous! You wake me up in the middle of the night to look for someone outside, and now you sleep." Startled, Suzie quickly sat up, looking bewildered. "Am I in the 5th dimension?" "No, you are not. You are still here in this house, in this world." He stood staring at her, then shook his head. Laughing at her, he left the room. Suzie sat on the sofa, about to cry. She didn't ascend last night. But as reality started to sink in, she asked herself, is this true, or did she act out a bad dream?